What's up, Snorter Dude crew? It's yours truly, Snorter Dude. Right now, we're about to get into the story of 051 Melly. I might take the part out the title, but y'all get it. I might put Chicago scene name in the title or something. Y'all see it. But for the most part, I told y'all I was gonna do this video. And doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? It's 4:14 in the morning. Imagine that. But yeah, if you do not know, we got PS5 giveaway. So go ahead and sign that up. Sign up for that. The video got like 1,000 something entries. I told boys not to spam, man. So far, what I've been seeing is folks respecting not to spam. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Let's go ahead and get into it, boys and females. Bro, hey, look, if you're coming here for the jokes and whatnot, I might be, bruh, it's 4:14 in the morning. I might do half the video, wake up, do the rest tight, and finesse it a little bit, but, bruh, because I know if I get it started right now, it's going to get done. And it's going to be out probably tomorrow or today, the 5th. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, you're not? Why does everybody say you're only 16 years
They
old?
say what they want to say.
How old are you?
300.
The story of 051 Melly, aka Digger. .051 Melly, or the Grave Digger as he later became known as, was born on November 19, 1991, on the south side of Chicago. Melly, whose real name was Yarmal Williams, grew up with his brother Wu and his sister Kenji, where Yarmal was the eldest of the siblings. Yarmal's big brother, Wu, is currently locked up for gun charges, but his parole date is set to be on the October 16, 2020. He will probably be out when this video has been released. Melly and Wu have the same mother, NGB, but have different fathers. Wu's father, Jerome Golden, is currently locked up for life for 4 murders and an armed robbery. Melly's dad was named Yamur Williams. Melly's stepdad, and Wu's father Jerome, who was also called Fido, was also the brother of G Slim from NLMB. So G Slim was their uncle, though not Yarmal's real uncle, but he was always there for all the siblings, which meant a lot to them, considering that Angie B, the siblings' mother, died of cancer when she was 40, and Fido, who was also like a father for Melly, got locked up in 1994, when Melly was only 3 years old, and Wu 6 months old.
Already. Matter of fact, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. But already, it's in the, that's all I'm gonna say, it's in the bloodline. Y'all see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Melly grew up in the Randolph Towers, or the Met Buildings as it was also called, with his siblings, his mother and stepdad Jerome. The Randolph Towers on 6217 South Calumet Avenue was known as the Black Disciples headquarters, where his stepdad Fido was one of the big guys who ruled and set. After Jerome was locked up for the 4 murders and the armed robbery, the siblings moved with their mother to 59th and Calumet, which was 600's block. It was there he began to know and date Tay 600's sister Mina Red, that he was at home with several times, even when Tay 600 was there. When Melly started at DuSable High School, he met and became good friends with several Mickey Cobras who came from 50th to 51st from King to Cottage. For example, he became good friends with KTS Vaughn's cousin Ziku from 051 Young Money. After Ziku was killed in 2008 by Aki from THF 46, Melly started claiming Young Money. However, Melly, who was already a BD because of his stepfather, never switched to Mickey Cobra, even though most of 051's enemies were BDs.
And I don't think I touched on this particular part in the one video where I was like, I'm gonna do this video. I'm pretty sure some of y'all saw it. I don't think I ever said like how, bruh, some of these dudes probably like real life knew each other before they realized was ops, bruh. And now that I'm looking at it, it's making sense because how close they is together. So they probably kind of knew each other, bumped shoulders with one another before, probably played at the same park, hooped at the same park or something before they really became ops and whatnot. I don't really know a lot of stories. Some of y'all know a lot more stuff than me. It is what it is. But like, that's just crazy how some of these dudes was cool and all that. And then now it's just like, I want you dead now. Like, that's crazy, bro. And of course, a lot of shit can happen with time. And your feelings could change towards a motherfucker. But like, some of these niggas ain't got no real live beef with them. It's just, you fuck with them. I don't fuck with them. So it's fuck you. You know what I'm saying? He's crazy, bro. Dude wasn't even 20. He was only 18. That's crazy.
During his early teens, Melly moved around a lot on both the south and east sides of Chicago. For example, he lived for a long time with his grandmother Alicia and his real father Yammer Williams. Later in life, when he became the highest priority for his enemies, he lived in several different places with various close friends he trusted. He had to move smart. For example, he lived with his uncle Jeffrey Campbell, aka Kurt Mack, from Mabu, who was shot to death in 2017 by Rome from THF 46, and OTF Twin from Lamron. He also lived a lot with his close friend Mabu Crump, who was shot to death outside a party in 2018 by Lil T, who is a female, and Bezu from THF 46, and Lil Steve from Lamron. Melly was actually present when Crump was murdered, and was even grazed by a bullet to his head, which I told you about in the story of Get Back Gang. Melly had contacts and family all over Chicago. His family is full of heavy gang members.
That's crazy because he got locked back up. Now he back out again, I think. This guy right here. Hey, never mind. I ain't about to say nothing. Never mind. I ain't about to say it, bro. Bro, every time y'all see, bro, y'all be wanting me to do videos on 10,000 different folks. It be folks I never heard of or nothing, bro. Like, bro, no, you should do a video on such. Like, bro, what? I'm talking about when y'all see him in videos and stuff. Man, it's a good idea to do. Like, what, bro?
What many do not know is that Mabu Crump used to be close to both Bezu and Lil Durk back in 2012 and 2013.
Facts.
Before Mabu and Lamron and THF 46 started beefing around 2014 and 2015. Crump and Bezu and other THF 46 members even used to slide together. This was when they were adults and not long before Bezu later smoked Crump. Because in most cases, members from the different sides around Chicago grew up together as young children, and went to the same school and were actually cool with each other, before they started beefing. This was no wonder. There are, for example, pictures of King Von and Lil Mark in a group photo from Hyde Park. However, this was when both Crump and Bezu were adults. Crump was also in Lil Durk's music video for Dis Ain't What You Want in 2013. There is also a rumor that both Bezu and Melly were sitting in the back seat of a car together when Crump was driving. However, I do not know if that is true. This is why Crump knew so much gossip from Lamron and THF46. I'll talk about the fallout between Mabu and OTF in another video.
This nigga Bebe be doing a lot of woofing by Elmer and Tay. Used to have him in the car with me. He don't know something.
Fake shit going on. This ain't fake though. That motherfucker ain't fake, man.
That's how we ride.
That ain't fake, man.
That's like O Block. I think that's O Block.
Get your goof ass out the cop. You goof ass nigga. Get your goofy bitch ass out the cop. You fucking goofy. You goofy bitch ass.
I think that's King Von right there.
Like I said before, Melly was plugged into nearly the whole city. He had connections to Malltown GDs, who were close to his father, Yamor, who was also a GD. Melly often used to gamble and play cards in their territory. He was often arrested around that area, 67th to 68th East End Avenue, mostly for gambling. He was also cool with some No Limit members, because of Wu's uncle, G Slim, who was one of the founders of NLMB. He also had connections to 4CH. You can see pictures of him with, among others, Bump J and other famous 4CH members. He also had many cousins on the side of the enemy. Among others, he was a cousin of Lil Rob from Lamron, who he was later mocking, after he was shot to death by arrow from 051 Young Money. He was also a cousin of DYMB Courtney and TYMB Cortez, who killed Tuka from STL.
I didn't know he was. Oh, hey. But truth be told, now I'm sitting here thinking about it. I ain't gonna sit here and say me and all my cousins are the closest too, though. Yeah, it's still like cool. Like we shake their hand and all that. But like, someone I don't speak to for 6, 7 months, 8 months. Probably bump to him at a gas station. That's the only reason I talk to him. Type, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm sitting here thinking about it. Or like they far removed type cousins. Like the reason they my cousins because down the line type shit. Not my third or second cousin, but it's like how to explain it, bro. I don't know how to explain it, bro, but kind of far removed though. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got married into the family. That been whoop whoop. You know how that go. You know how that go. But y'all know in the hood though, shit. You grew up together, shit. That's my cousin, shit. Y'all know how that go.
He also had connections to 4CH. You can see pictures of him with, among others, Bump J and other famous 4CH members. He also had many cousins on the side of the enemy. Among others, he was a cousin of Lil Rob from Lamron, who he was later mocking, after he was shot to death by arrow from 051 Young Money. He was also a cousin of DYMB Courtney and TYMB Cortez, who killed Tuka from STL. 051 Young Money is one of the most well-known sets on the south side of Chicago. They are notorious for having an incredible number of killers, with multiple bodies. You have people like Kiddo, who is rumored to have 6 to 7 bodies, and Drillit with 3 to 4 bodies, Arrow and Montana with 2 to 3 bodies. There is a lot. The members of 051 are mainly Mickey Cobras, but it is also both GDs and BDs, which Melly was. Some older members were even Stones back in the days. 051's territory is larger than the average gang in Chicago controls. The average gang in Chicago generally controls less than 2 square miles. But unlike most gangs, YM controls over 3 square miles, and dominates their local area of Hyde Park to Kenwood and Eastern Grand Crossing. Their main territory extends from King Drive to Woodlawn Avenue on 53rd to 48th. The territory is shared by both 051 and Drex side. YM's history as a gang within the area stretching back to the Drex side MCs. Although Young Money has a long history, it took a long time for 051 to establish themselves. 051 started to be established as a set around 2006 to 2007. It was around that year that the beef with DHF 46 started.
Damn, that's crazy. Cause like, how they got somebody just like smack dab in the middle though? That's crazy. They do got a lot of territory. Dang, right around the corner is the ops, supposedly. You know what I'm saying? Well, they really is the ops though. Like, they ops are like right there. It's no bit different than O Block in St. Lawrence. It's no different.
To simplify it, there are usually 5 different ways in Chicago for how a beef starts between 2 sets. The first is that it's about a girl and that it ends with someone killing a person. The other way is that it starts with fights between groups of friends as children at school. The third way is that it is about territory. A good example of this is when Black Mob and No Limit used to be cool. Vito from No Limit was trapping in their area without paying or showing respect. He got beat up for it. Hellrail from No Limit then told Vito to go shoot at Black Mob, which he did, however, without hitting anyone. Black Mob came back later, and Boo from Black Mob killed Vito instead. The fourth way is that it starts with one gang starting dissing the other for reasons. The fifth way is that someone gets killed through the back doorway due to personal reasons.
Hey, is this the nigga G Hero be saying on Vito? Is this the him? Let me know down in the comment section.
The first war 051 entered, and which would later become one of the bloodiest and most famous in Chicago, is the war with DHF 46, also known as 46 Terror. THF stands for Trigger Happy Family. 051 Shorties and THF Shorties often fought with each other in school and outside school. After a while, guns began to get involved. It was only a matter of time before the first body was to be dropped. The first body to be dropped between THF and 051 Young Money was lost from 051. Franco and Boo Boo from THF 46 were the suspected killers, of which Franco actually was later convicted of the murder. Lost, whose real name was Carlos Mariels, was shot to death on March 13, 2008 at 4800 South Drexel Boulevard. Lost, 20, suffered wounds from multiple bullets. Carlos was taken to Northwestern Memorial Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at 3:28 p.m. THF 46 is a large set located on 45th 46th, Drexel to Woodlawn. THF is one of Chicago's most dangerous sets. They have a lot of older guys that have multiple bodies and have been in the streets for a long time. They got people like Rome who, for example, shot King Louie in the head and killed both T-Berg and shot Mac from 051 Young Money. THF is very well organized, where Bezu is one of the top guys. Just as Lil Durk mentioned in the song, No Auto Durk, where he said, Law keeps wanting to get Zoo out of the way. They say he is a chief out here. THF also has a lot of strong allies.
He didn't say here, he said here. They say he a chief out here? Here. Here. Yeah, here. Yeah, here. How you spell that? Here. He a chief out here? Yeah. H. H-E-R-A. Final answer.
They are clicked up with sets like Lamron, O'Block, 600 and THF 44, who are all enemies of 051 Young Money, even though a body has never actually dropped between O'Block and 051. Just like Bezu said in the livestream with Melly, was that large parts of Chicago fear THF, because they actually terrorized all their enemies. They are actually up on all their enemies, 051, SKD, Touch Money, Mabu, 757, Met Boys, Suwu TTB, and even Mob, who never took revenge after Gucci and Tay-Tay from THF, killed a boy from Mob, which is the only body which has dropped between the sets.
Whoa.
There is a video on YouTube of the murder, where you can see Gucci jumping out of Tay-Tay's car, and starting chasing a boy and one other guy. He shoot a boy in the back, who falls to the ground. He then stands over him, and shoot him a couple more times. You have to look up that video on your own. .051 Young Money has had various allies and enemies. When Melly, DB, Motor and Duck were alive, they were actually the links between 051, Taekwon World, Jaro City and STL/EBT. Especially Motor, Melly and Duck were close friends. They often played cards with each other. DB was very close to STL and Duck. He often used to hang on their blocks because it is so close. Before all four of them died, especially before Melly died, Jaro, Taekwon World, STL and 051 were very close to each other, even if they had their ups and downs with personal beefs between the gangs, especially between 051 and STL. They are also close to each other because they share the same enemies. One thing that may surprise many but which is not really strange, is that FBG Duck and Melly remained cool, even though Melly killed his cousin THF Raheem, who Duck was relatively close to. He actually attended Raheem's funeral, where many of THF 46's main killers also attended. Nothing happened. Billy commented on the incident in a live stream where he said, "What could we do against him? He was around his family all the time." This was no wonder, even if Duck was mourning, he understood that Raheem was an enemy of 051. In addition, he knew that Raheem had shot Melly in the foot 2 weeks earlier.
Man. That's crazy.
Melly started firing on 051's ops around 2010 to 2011. It was around the time when the war against THF really started to heat up. Melly actually jumped off the porch kind of late.
That's really crazy because, like, what'd he say? Who he say? Somebody named Billa understood that, like, yeah, Duck ain't on our side type shit, but like he here with a purpose. This is his real life family member. We ain't now. They can't get there and be hella disrespectful because then niggas shoot up a funeral for Wooski at Wooski and shit. So like niggas got time, but they know when they. You know what I'm saying? They selective with their time and shit. You feel me? They be selective type shit. They be selective. You know what I'm saying? No, that was like real stand up shit in respect. You know, like respect. You know what I'm saying? Like that just show you what kind of nigga Duck was. That he had respect from his ops like that. You feel me? Like yeah. And I'm pretty sure motherfuckers had a forewarning too. Like woo woo woo, gonna be here. No shit type shit. He here pay respects to his cousins. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But eventually he got sucked up in the streets. 2011 was the year when Montana from 051 killed Quint and Tony from THF within a couple of months, in revenge after THF killed Los and Zeko in 2008, and Dominic, who was killed by Bezu and Brubra in 2009, where Bezu later got locked up for the murder in 2014, but ended up beating it due to lack of evidence. Quint was thus the first body 051 dropped from THF 46. 2011 was also the year when the war with 600 really started, as the first body dropped between the gangs. On November 10, 2011, T Streets from 051 was sitting in a vehicle around 12:28 a.m. on LaSalle Street, between Garfield Boulevard and 57th Street. M. Thank from 600 walked up to the side window and shot T Streets in the face. He was later found dead on the scene. About 3 months later, 051 equalized and got their revenge on 600. This was also when Melly would catch his first body.
I'll be right back. Hey, don't mind me.
On February 2, 2012, Melly would begin his murder spree. 20-year-old Shaquille Rush, nicknamed Shaq, had been to a party on the
I ain't like the fact that he said spree. Like, what? And it's so crazy to laugh at. It was like, damn, bruh.
5900 block of South Calumet Avenue. When he was going home from the party, he first went to pee in an alley outside the party. 051, who for a long time had been lurking and sliding through 600's blocks to avenge T Streets, would now get their chance. Melly and Kiddo from 051 were out looking that night. They spotted Shaq and a girl. Melly and Kiddo ran up to Shaq and shot him multiple times in his body and head. Shaq was later found dead on the scene. The girl was also shot and was taken to the Northwestern.
I think we heard about this one, right? And the other one, I can't remember. It's been a while since I did that video. Yeah.
Memorial Hospital. Luckily she was only grazed by the bullet and was able to leave the hospital quickly. Shaq's mother said in an interview that Shaq loved to rap, and would often write lyrics and mix beats on his computer. This was not the first time the family had been hit by Chicago's gang violence. In 1998, Shaq's father, Luther Rush, was shot dead by Marcus Smalley of 7339 S. Talman Avenue. Marcus was later convicted of the murder. Melly actually lived in 600's territory during this time, 5,909 South Calumet to be exact, which is the heart of 600's territory. A few months later, Melly started constantly mocking Shaq on Twitter, where he said, among other things, that Shaq was laying next to that garbage can, smelling like one, to a member from 600. He basically admitted to the murder on Twitter. Melly actually lived in 600's territory while mocking Shaq, yet 600 could not touch him, even though he became the top priority for 600 after killing Shaq. Melly even wrote several times on Twitter that he lived there. He even wrote to Manny from 600 that he lived in their area, and that he went through their area daily, and went home without worries. Melly, who was BD, and who had heavy BD connections, therefore had protection when he lived in the area. But that did not stop 600 from trying to kill him, but they never managed to catch him lacking during that time.
Dude steady talking about how many hoes your body from that 4-5. Think about it. Yeah, but look who you said. Bro, this nigga really left this room just to go sleep. Never. Yeah, I might have to end this short, bro. Like, come on, bro. You hear his ass snoring. Like, come on. Bitch, I'm the real snore. Alright, I'm gonna stop those corny. What I was reading. Oh, yeah, but look who got faces. Alright, bro, that's throwing me off. You don't. Damn, though. Okay, buddy. Shaq was one. Okay, buddy. Fad was it? Okay, buddy. Talk about something. Okay, buddy. These are all prescriptions. Mind your business. The last one was fish oil for the ones who give a fuck. And I don't know what it do for the body because I ain't seeing a difference.
About 4 to 5 months after Shaq was killed, both DHF and 600 would score on 051 again. On March 28, 2012, Lil Chief was caught lacking by Bobo from THF in an alley in the 5000 block of South St. Lawrence Avenue in the Bronzeville neighborhood. Bobo shot him in the chest several times with a .45 caliber gun. Almost exactly 1 month later, it was 600's turn to score on 051 Young Money, which would later become one of Chicago's more famous hits. Antonio Davis, aka Fathead, of the 8000 block of South Eberhard Avenue, was visiting an aunt's home at 70th and Union, when he and his 22-year-old cousin Erica decided to walk to the store. They did not think anything of the light-colored van that slowed as it passed them on Union, despite the hard-eyed stares from the people in the car. But Erica recognized a man in a dark hooded sweatshirt when they encountered him on 69th Street. The one she recognized was L.A. Capone, who was driving the car. The side door on the van opened. D. Rose fired the shots that caused Anthony to fall to the ground, while Erica ran away in panic. Then C.Day jumped out of the van, and walked calmly to the lying Anthony, and stood over him, and shot him several times in the head. There are rumors that Fathead was killed because he walked around and boasted that he was the one who killed Shaq. However, it is unconfirmed information. Immediately after the murder, both C.Day and L.A. Capone started mocking Fathead and 051 Young Money. For example, C-Day wrote to Erica on Twitter that he saw something she didn't, and other disrespectful comments about Fathead. Anthony, who was a well-loved member from 051, and who also was Montana's brother, made 051 want revenge, quickly. Because C-Day, D. Rose and L.A. Capone basically all admitted to the murder on social media right after, 051 knew right away who to look for. In addition, Erica had even seen L.A. Capone in the car. C-Day, who shot Davis several times in the head, quickly became the top priority for 051, especially for his brother Montana, and for Melly, who was very close to him.
Why is Fathead in C-Day's bio? Hell, niggas hold dead dick nowadays. I saw something you didn't. You're right. I saw something even better. Oh. What the fuck, bruh? Bruh. The chill is like not there, bro. LA was getting this disrespectful shit off too, bruh. He just rap good. He was getting this disrespectful shit off too. Motherfuckers don't be talking about that shit, bruh. He was getting this disrespectful shit off too.
After Fathead died, 051 was constantly out looking mainly for C-Day, but also L.A. Capone and D. Rose, or any other 600 member to get revenge. A few months after the murder, after C-Day got out, after a robbery charge was set against him, 051 got their chance. 051 made an attempt to set C-Day up. They made him think he was going to meet someone to buy something. What he was going to buy is unknown, but probably either weapons or drugs. When C-Day went to the place to meet the person, Montana, Arrow and Melly were waiting in a corner to ambush C-Day. As soon as they spotted him, they popped out and started shooting at him, but C-Day started running immediately, and managed to get away without any injuries.
Damn.
8 days after Bobo killed Lil Chief, 051 got revenge when Lil Mick killed Black from THF 46. However, it would take about 4 months before 051 got revenge on 600. On November 1st, 2012, Kato from 051 killed Trix from 600. However, many from 600 thought that Trix was only a bystander, and that he did not belong to 600. C-Day was even mocking Trix on Twitter. A little less than a year later, 051 would score on 600 again, and this time—
That's why he said that. Okay, I was just like, ain't one of the guys. Ain't one of the guys. So I was like, all right, we're gonna keep it rolling though. You know what I'm saying?
It was one of the biggest scores in Chicago history. September 26th, 2013 was the date when L.A. Capone's career and life would come to an end. After Erica had recognized L.A. Capone from the Fathead hit, L.A. became a big target, but also because he was a big profile for 600, and for Chicago in general. Lil Mick, 051 Rockhead and Mako from Met Boys were—
You see how that? You get a little, hey. He may not been big in the gang type shit, but he rose in like success and clout and shit. So now he more of a hit, I guess. Lack of better words. We get him old. They lost something. You know what I'm saying?
waiting outside L.A. Capone's studio. The 17-year-old rapper was later walking out of the studio with a friend, and then walked through an alley near 70th Street and Stony Island Avenue around 6:25 p.m. His friends said that Leonard walked to a corner, looking for their ride, wondering where their ride was at, then heard 4 shots, and Leonard was on the ground. Lil Mick was the one that ran up to LA and shot him from behind, striking him in the lower back and right thigh. Lil Mick, Rockhead and Mako were later all arrested and later convicted of the murder. Rockhead later snitched on Lil Mick, saying that he was the only shooter.
Don't get your savage turned down like Lil Rob. Don't get your rapper career put on pause like okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. This is a good pausing spot for me. You know, I could pop out like that. Huh. Yes, sir, skis.
About 2 months later, Westbrook, Dre Money and Lil Ant from THF 46 killed the female savage, Big A from 051 Young Money. About 6 months after 051 killed L.A. Capone, 600 along with DHF would get their revenge for L.A. Capone by killing 051's most famous rapper of all time, and the one who put 051 on the map, Lil Mark. The assassination that would later lead to Melly's terrorization of Lil Durk and OTF. Lil Mark, or Mark Campbell who was his real name, was standing at a bus stop at 1:27 p.m. in the 300 block of East 51st Street. Lexville gave 46 the drop on Lil Mark. THF 46 who were already in traffic in a van with 600, O Block and Folly Boys drove to the location. D Rose from 600, and Twilliff from THF, opened fire, striking Lil Mark in the head, and then immediately sped away from the scene. There is a lot of speculation about who was actually on the hit. However, it is quite clear that Lil Mark, Twilla and 5-Star from Folly Boys were in the car. D Rose even drove to the crime scene a few hours after the murder and recorded a video, mocking Mark. Some also speculate that both D Roy and King Von were in the car, because King Von was tweeting that he was in traffic with D Rose, Twilla and T Roy that day, and the day before, and was mocking Lil Mark immediately after the murder and said they would celebrate.
He like one dude off The Wire. You know what I'm talking about? Damn.
However, another setback would come for 051. Before Melly began his terrorization of OTF, Lil Boo and Just Blow from 600 caught Polo from 051 and shot him to death. After the murder of Lil Mark, Lil Durk and Lil Reese, and the Holo Block, 600 and THF 46, started to mock Lil Mark on social media and in songs. THFDP made a song named Bus Stop, where he mocked Lil Mark and his brother Tuka, who both got killed at a bus stop. Among others, Chino from THF 46 was in the video. Lil Durk uploaded a video where he recorded himself at the murder scene, mocking Lil Mark. This is where Melly comes into the picture. Lil Durk became the highest priority for 051. They hated him, they could not see him win. Like I said in the story of Get Back Gang, they hated him for his success, his constant dissing towards 051 and Mark, and for providing guns and money to his block. The problem for 051 was that they could not get to him. Lil Durk was already too big, and was rarely outside in Chicago. 051 decided to get to him in another way, killing everyone who stands close to him. Their goal was to kill Newski from Face World, OTF Chino from THF 46, Central City Baby D, OTF D-Thang, and Lil Varney from Lamron. Baby D and Newski were Durk's cousins. Chino was his manager. D-Thang is Lil Durk's blood brother and current manager. And Lil Varney, aka The Muscle, is one of Lamron's top killers, and one of the founders of OTF.
Bus stop, man. Hey, this bus stop right here though. This is a real famous place. You hear me? This is a real famous place, B. Hey, this bus stop is a real famous place, B. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Free my nigga team. You gotta fuck with Rock, man. Gage.
Already 2 months after Lil Mark was killed at the bus stop 2014, the first revenge came from 051. On May 31st, Newski and Lil Durk were sitting in a car in the 700 block of East 87th Street about 3:20 p.m. They parked there for Lil Durk to go in and buy some shoes in a store. While Lil Durk was inside the store, Drill and Melly from 051 came up to the side window from 2 different ways and shot Newski multiple times. Newski tried to drive away with bullet holes in him, but crashed the car. Melly and Drilla ran back to their car, and Pryboy from 051, who was the driver, sped away from the scene. When Lil Durk heard the shots, he ran out of the store, and saw his cousin bloody lying in the car. Durk immediately broke down in tears.
There's a picture of it. I don't know how niggas got the picture, but it looked like it's a picture like from that same day. Yeah. He like he was in that motherfucker like not giving a fuck. Almost like I'll be out this bitch in a couple weeks, like.
Newski was described by Zand as a good person and kind-hearted person with a lot of soul in him. Mark Murphy, who was the owner of one of the studios that Newski used to record in, said that Newski was just working on a new project that would be his big breakout project. It was scheduled to drop this summer and would be called Newski Got the Strap. Murphy described Newski's music as energetic, focused on having a good time, and his relationship to the people close to him. He said that he was one of those kids who saw an opportunity to put himself in a better position with his music. However, Newski was not only a rapper, He was also a shooter but not a killer. Oh, five.
How is that, bro? How can you be just a shooter but not a killer? If you shooting shit, you might kill some shit. No nigga's gonna pull a trigger not thinking a motherfucker could die from this. Whether you shooting that bitch in the air or whatever. The only way I can say you not intentional on killing a motherfucker or like not killing is you shoot dead in the ground. Dirt, not concrete. That shit gonna ricochet. You might, yeah. But yeah, though. I don't know. Somebody in the comments break that down for me.
5-1 immediately started dissing Newski and Lil Durk on social media after the murder. There was also a lot of self-snitching going on. For example, Crump and possibly Melly were at the scene where Newski was killed. Crump was on Instagram and said, "I am with the dude who did it, but he does not want to be on camera," implying that Melly did it. Melly and Crump were very close friends, and were around each other all the time. Melly was for example there when Crump got killed. Melly caught a bullet to the head himself but survived. I will talk about that situation later on in the video. Melly and Drilla were also on Twitter, mocking Newski. Drilla even posted a picture of Lil Durk at the scene, where he broke up in tears when he saw his cousin.
Them left Newski. They left his ass right here. You feel me? They left his ass up here on folks and them tweaking. Buying some shoes. Y'all see real niggas be up here though. Nigga play with me up here on folks in this building when bitch on the news. I look like Newski. Hit his ass up right here on Pat. I'm with the nigga that did. He don't want to be on camera though. Hit his ass up right here on Pat. You hit me? They fucked my boy up. Right here, you feel me? Historic events. Y'all know I'm gonna bring y'all around this shit. Historic events. Wish a nigga would play with me, boy. I look like Newski. He ran into this though. He ran into the children's place, died like a bitch on Coke now. Goof ass nigga.
What's on MC? What is that? Oh, never do my cousin. How Dirk did. Oh yeah, that's the picture I was talking about.
The next revenge did not come a little less than a year later. This time it was Chino from THF 46's turn. Lil Durk's manager OTF Chino was shot and killed on the south side of Chicago on March 27, 2015. Chino, whose real name was Uchenna Ajina, was sitting in a car in the 8400 block of South Stony Island Avenue 1:50 a.m. Someone who was close to Young Money members spotted Chino, and that's how 051 got the drop on him. Melly walked up to the side window and shot Chino multiple times, of which one shot, striking him in the head. Chino died after being driven to the Advocate Trinity Hospital in the Calumet Heights neighborhood. A few hours before Chino's life would come to an end, he had been to a meeting with Chicago Bulls star Joakim Noah to talk about anti-violence initiatives. The day before, Lil Durk and Chino had been at Noah's downtown condominium, getting an overview of Noah's Rock Your Drop anti-violence campaign, said Devin Jackson, manager of Lil Durk's DJ Bands. The group posed for a photo that was later posted on Instagram.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Just like after the murder of Newski, the storm of self-snitching and disrespectful comments and videos.
That's really wild, bro. They was really trying to do some shit, huh? Like some positive shit. You feel me?
On social media towards Chino,
That's to show you that, like, shit catch up with you. You know what I'm saying?
Lil Durk, and OTF began. I let the videos and tweets speak for itself.
So some motherfuckers remember what you did. Just like me a piece.
Yeah, Chino Burger. That's what they said.
Get the fuck out of here.
My son just said Chino Burger.
Damn, was that Buddha? I thought it was Fat Buddha.
Hey, y'all got that order for Newski? Chino Burger. Chino Burger. Yeah. Y'all got it? Hey, right? Oh, thank you. Oh, Bill. What's up? Y'all with that OTLK shit? Oh, man. Hey, this motherfucker bogus as hell, man. Y'all, this shit ain't done, man. Y'all done put this shit back on the grill, man. This shit disgusting, man. Get this shit together, man. For real, this shit bogus as hell, man.
What the fuck? God damn. Bruh.
After the death of Newski and Chino, Durk wanted Melly's head on a stick. He had a big bag out on Melly's head and talked about him in several songs. For example, in the song Die Slow he says, "For the man that killed my cousin, make sure he dies slow," and in the song Like That, he says, "It's one op that we ain't blessed, after him it ain't no fun," which is aimed at Melly, who later himself pointed it out in a video.
Talking about they crazy. They say it's more op that ain't killed after him. It ain't no fun. Those people crazy, ain't they?
The Hellcat.
Exactly 5 days after
That bitch was roaring. But damn, that's crazy. This nigga's not a rapper. He's not, well, he's clouded, but like, not rapper clouded. And that nigga, I don't know, that's just crazy. You'll think a nigga like Durk wouldn't even no pay mind, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Give him no mind, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could wrap my head around Duck. You know what I'm saying? But that nigga Melly, you know what I'm saying? You just a regular motherfucker that did his shit. We ain't about to get into all that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Melly killed Chino, he would be on another hit, this time with Bebe from Mob, Drilla, Arrow and Ochi from 051, and Motor from Jaro. Around 11:30 a.m., they were out on 600's territory, on the 5800 block of South King Drive in Washington Park to be exact, looking for ops. They spotted Lil Boo, one of the founders of 600. Lil Boo saw when the car slowed down as it drove towards him. He therefore tried to hide under a car. However, they had already seen him. They started firing shots. Ochi and Drilla jumped out of the car and shot him multiple times. About a month after Lil Boo was killed, it was Melly who himself was close to being murdered by 15-year-old Raheem from THF 46. Melly, Ario and Arrow were standing in the 6000 block of South Wentworth Avenue, in Englewood. Raheem spotted them, and started letting off shots with his .22 caliber Beretta. Melly got hit in both his head and his foot. Ario got hit in his right shoulder, and Arrow got away with a graze wound to his leg. Both Melly and Ario were taken in serious to critical condition to Strodger Hospital. Both survived the shots, much thanks to the small caliber gun that Raheem used.
Now the thing is with that 22, bro, I guess it lose a lot of energy during flight, but close contact, bro, if that thing hit, and it will bounce off your bones and go to, like, say you get shot in the shoulder, the bullet might get found by your hip. That's a lot of shit it's going swishing through. Liver, fucking kidney, intestines, nigga. It's just a small hole being punctured through all them shits. Getting fucked all the way up. Bro, that motherfucker's just as lethal as a 40. 7.62. Some shit that shouldn't be taken lightly. Really, none of this shit should be taken lightly. I don't even know why. Even BB guns, yeah. What? They lethal too. They just less lethal. They use that term, less lethal. You get, yeah. That's all I gotta keep saying. Yeah, like, just want to let y'all know. Bring that message to y'all. Don't do no dumb shit. Be smart. Even the rubber bullets, yeah, they can fuck some shit up too. You more like you want off them rubber boys, but shit, yo. That motherfucker can hit your neck real hard and rupture one of these veins, and you know we gotta have a neck. So I'm great. I'm good. I might, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. But you rupture one of them, veins right there. Now you just bleeding through a vein that goes to the brain. And, yeah.
14 days later, Melly and Ario would get their revenge, and later, one of them, his punishment. Raheem and another 14-year-old, THF twin, were on the 800 block of East 45th Street, in a south side alley east of Cottage Grove Avenue near its intersection with 45th Street. Melly and Ario, who were looking for revenge, were sliding through the block. They spotted Raheem and Twin. Melly and Ario both started letting off shots. Twin was shot in the foot and survived. However, Raheem was found dead on the scene, with several shots to his back. Ario was later arrested, and later convicted of the murder. He never told on Melly. Right now he's in the feds, and waiting on his sentence.
Hold on. My thing is, how they found out other dude did it, but not Melly, or whatever. How they was able to convict him but not Melly, or bring him in at least to see if they, you know, all the other shit.
Well, I'm gonna read you a bedtime story, tuck you in. You want me to read you a bedtime story and tuck you in? Tell you about this nigga when he walked down the dark alley. He ain't make it to the other end of the alley. I'm just reading the comments, bro. I'm just asking you. I said you finna go to sleep. I am. And I said you want me to tell you about this story about this nigga, right? He went in for one end of the alley, but he didn't make it to the other end. Black alley. Never heard of it. It's a story. Why you never heard of it? Why you wasn't there? Of course. Never heard of it.
I got shot 2 weeks. He expired.
Why that shit get mad awkward silence though?
I wouldn't tell a story. Huh? I wouldn't tell the story. I'll be able to tell myself. Man, I'm saying that was a fucking joke. But you go walk down this alley, I want you to walk down this alley, a certain alley.
1.5 years later, it was time again. This time he dropped 2 bodies, within 3 days. About 12 hours before the first murder was committed by Melly.
Hey, bitch, I'm caught up. He dropped 2 bodies within 3 days. Y'all ain't looking like this? Like, what the fuck? Well, I'm the only one with the look. I can't be the only one with the look. Alright, bro. Let's keep it going, bro.
Bankroll Q from 051 Young Money had been killed at a party by Lil Dale, Smalls and Breeze from Folly Boys, and Tweet from GGE. So just 12 hours after the murder of Bankroll Q, Melly was sliding in an SUV in the 8800 block of South Marshfield Avenue. He spotted one of Bankroll Q's killers, Lil Dale, and shot him multiple times in his chest. Lil Dale, 18, whose real name was Delvon Weston, managed to get himself to Advocate Christ Medical Center, where he was later pronounced dead.
No, you a little eating. Yeah. No, you a bite him. Oh, yeah. You got them good shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, these niggas is different, bro. Hold up. 1 and 2 hours after, like, I'm back on some chilling shit now. I'm back cooling. We're gonna chill with the guys. We plotting on something to eat. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy.
That bitch be playing. That time.
When you gotta get your girlfriend, you gotta be faithful, bro.
I got a girlfriend
You
on
gotta
that
get like
album.
me. You gotta get like me. You
Got a
gotta.
girlfriend on that album. Come out of that, though, G.
What's wrong?
You
3 days after Melly killed Lil Del, he would drop his 6th body, or rather the 7th, if you count Lil Boo, which you should do. This time he would drop his 3rd body on THF 46. Trayvon Dickerson. Trayvon was standing in the 6800 block of South Cornell Avenue. TTB Nez, Melly, and Tristo from 051 Young Money spotted him in a gangway, and shot him multiple times, hitting him in both his face and abdomen. Trayvon was pronounced dead at the scene at 8:22 p.m. Trayvon also claimed Marvin World. There is a good chance that Melly, who lived near Trayvon, in the 6400 block of South Ellis, and who had very strong ties in Mall Town, spotted him outside of his apartment, and then followed him. Melly absolutely terrorized THF 46. What one must remember is that it is not common for someone to catch as many as 3 bodies from the same set. THF 46 hated him, and wanted him gone at all costs. Melly had done more damage to THF-46 than anyone else. When Raheem was killed, Bezu was in jail for the murder of Dominic. Many people probably wonder why I mention it. Well, it's because Raheem was Bezu's stepson, the chief of THF-46's stepson. When Bezu got out, he wanted Melly just as much as Dirk wanted him. It was both Dada and Bezu who chased the contract Dirk put on Melly's head. On the night of May 25, 2018, Bezu and Lil T from THF-46 and Lil Steve from Lamron would score on Mubu and be close to putting Melly away for good.
Damn, Raheem, I had to tell you happy birthday like this. I swear I remember from when me and your mama first started talking. You hated that shit. You grew to love me. I'm just sorry I wasn't here to protect you, son. But know that before I celebrate, access will be granted. When I look at Duda, all I see is you, and I don't. I mean, y'all be on me about my reading. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I ain't ask you shit. I ain't ask you nothing, nigga. Anyway, I don't feel bad. I mean, I don't feel the same without you being here. You just don't know how bad I wanted to be here for y'all, and I was taken away from y'all these couple years. The father figure wasn't here to have to secure you, have you secure. I blame myself for a lot of this shit, but I love you, son. Happy B-Day.
It was $75,000 bond, bro. You just accounted for a $75,000 bond, bro.
You still come home doing this? This still what you come home doing?
For $75,000 bond, bro.
Pop out.
You said who running it?
Ah,
man, you ain't gonna shoot nobody.
Is that what you still doing?
Man.
Crump and Melly were standing in front of Crump's house in the 6800 block of South Morgan Street, in the South Side area of Chicago, late Thursday night, Friday morning. The night between May 24th and May 25th. Crump and Melly were attending a party. Suddenly a car pulled up and Bezu, Lil T, and Lil Steve started spraying bullets towards Melly and Crump. It was all over in a minute. Crump was shot twice in the arm and twice in the torso. He was taken to the University of Chicago Hospital, where he was later pronounced dead. Melly, on the other hand, was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. He was struck with 5 gunshot wounds to his left arm, and was grazed by a bullet to his head.
Damn. Can somebody go dig up the scorekeeper and ask him what's the score? Okay, buddy. Shit. God damn, bro. I'm gonna have it embedded in my brain that niggas don't give a fuck, bro.
Lil Durk even referred to Lil Steve as Crump's killer, in the song, No Auto Durk, where he said, "Can't have no Fay on yo block as long as Steve out here." After the murder of his close friend Crump, and after he himself had almost been killed, he wanted to punish Lil Durk and OTF again. First, however, he would once again kill one of those involved in the murder of bankroll Q. DY from GGE. DY, whose real name was Tyrone Marshall, was a 19-year-old boy. TY was leaning against a parked vehicle and talking to a friend when another vehicle pulled up. Melly opened fire from inside the car, striking Tyrone in the head, and then they sped away from the scene. Tyrone was always dropping Ys, and like I said before, he was there when Bankroll got killed. After Melly got killed, a lot of people were posting TY on their story, with the caption, "Long live TY."
Things get back to the E-way, fuck the bullshit.
No disrespect to nobody be having big funerals. I don't want my shit to be that big, bro. There's gonna be a lot of fake ass love in that bitch. You know? I want the people that's gonna be there that's gonna real life feel some type of way that I'm gone. You know? I don't know fake ass love with my shit. Cause at that point it's like a social gathering. Then what it's meant to be. A celebration to put me to rest. You know what I'm saying? This is no disrespect to anybody that want a big funeral, or that had a big funeral, or know somebody that had a big funeral. But that's just me keeping it all the way as 1,000, bro. Like, come on, bro. 300, 400 motherfuckers. There's gonna be a lot of fake love in the room. A lot of fake love. That bitch become a social gathering type shit. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Yeah.
Now we have come to Melly's ninth and final body.
Nice!
Just like I said before.
Okay, buddy.
After seeing Crump get killed, as well as after almost been shot to death himself, Melly wanted to punish Lil Durk again. He wanted to kill Lil Durk's blood brother, D-Thang, and his cousin Baby D, from Central City. D-Thang, Baby D, and OTF Fresh were sitting in a car in the 600 block of East 115th Street, in the Pullman neighborhood, just after 2:45 a.m. Melly and some Snowblock members had been following them from the club. Melly and the others pulled up next to them and fired shots into the car. All three were shot, one of them fatally. Darnell Banks, 30, aka Baby D, was taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center with gunshot wounds to the abdomen and back. He was later pronounced dead at the hospital. D-Thang was struck by multiple gunshots in his abdomen and legs. He was taken in critical condition to the hospital, but was later in stable condition and left the hospital a few days later. OTF Fresh, from Lamron, was shot in the left knee and could leave the hospital quickly. Melly had thus now killed 3 close people to Lil Durk, and almost even killed his blood brother. The question is whether Lil Durk would still have made music today, if his blood brother had not survived.
Why would he stop? Durk is one of them artists that can rally through some real live pain, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
After the murder, people from Lamron, THF 46, and 600 were out daily looking for Melly, but without success. However, his day was to come, On September 1st, 2019, Yarmul was at a house party, located at 6107 S. St. Lawrence, in the south side of Chicago, which is Jaro City's territory. A few weeks earlier, Melly and Nate from Taekwon World had ended up in a dispute, which ended with Melly pulling up to his house and shooting it up, while his girlfriend and newborn baby were home. What many do not know is that Nate was at the party a long time before the murder. He saw Melly standing in the corner and felt anger towards him because Melly could have killed both his baby and his girlfriend. Nate pretended to leave the party, but then stopped and turned around and shot Melly multiple times and also hit a 34-year-old woman in the foot. Melly was hit in the chest, abdomen, and groin. Nate then fled through the back door. Travis from Jaro City, who happened to be filming at the very moment when Melly was shot, was killed himself a day later, though not by 051 as many thought. It was Manny from 600.
Buddy ass thought this fit was so fucking fresh. Ooh, black and white hot top. Ooh, he thought that bitch was hitting. We know them pants, nigga. Them no $20 cargos at the store. At the little corner store, nigga. Yeah. Who remember them bitches, nigga?
I swear to God, you niggas better not come outside. I promise you. Oh, Seago, you niggas better not come outside, dog. I promise you, dog. I promise you, niggas better not come outside.
I just wanna go get one more bag with my nigga. Wanna be rich forever for my dog. I'll take you on your first trip. On a private jet.
Oh, Zeke, brother, that's what I need, a hug, brother. Oh, Zeke, go grave, brother.
I done seen a lot of shit behind these glasses, yeah. My life going through many different phases. Gotta keep the gun on.
Damn.
051 found out pretty quickly who it was that shot Melly. Several at the party had seen Nate leave the party. It was now that things would start to happen between 051, STL, Jaro, and Taekwon World. First of all, Taekwon World became enemies to 051 right after they found out it was Nate, and when they saw Taekwon members mock Yarmul on social media. After the murder of Duck, things started to happen between STL and 051, because STL is close to Taekwon World. They started sneak dissing each other. Some 051 members were mocking Duck, and vice versa towards Melly. And once and for all, STL had nothing to do with the murder of Melly, and 051 had nothing to do with the murder of Duck. It was O'Block shorties who killed Duck. They are just sneak dissing each other. It will probably never happen anything between them. A few months after Melly's murder, Melly Way was created, which is an alliance with people from 051, Geo Drive, and 757. It was Melly Way who killed Richie Jerk from Taekwon World. However, it was not Rose. He is locked up for a completely different body. The score between Taekwon World and 051 is thus 1-1. Probably, 051 and Melly Way are waiting for Nate to be released from jail. He is currently locked up for a gun.
One of my former students just inboxed me and let me know that Malik Dalphiny, aka Jerk, had his life abruptly ended another victim of gun violence in Chicago. He was my very own Dennis the Menace. He probably, he may be personally responsible for my alopecia. I get alopecia, but personally wrong. Okay, buddy. Anyway, he came back to school, back up to school, requested his transcripts. He was so mature. All I could do is smile. This hurts my soul. I don't know, I'm feeling. I ought to go back to my school and request my transcripts for no damn reason. Just to go back. You said I want to be shit. You used to kick me out of your class. Petty. I ain't gonna do that shit.
Yeah, man. Those folks there. Sunny. Yeah, man. Where are you, young man? Those folks there. And we out here with them things on us. No bap. Fuck it to my.
Melly was always looked at as a cool and chill dude. Even the ops said it and respected him. Billa, Bezu, and King Von, for example, have all shown respect for what he did in the streets. However, just like Ide from 600 described him, Melly did too much in the streets, that it was impossible that it would not eventually come back against him. He was one of the most feared members in the city. With that said, rest in peace, Yamal Melly Williams. Thank you for watching my video. Do not forget to like and comment on what you thought of it.
Swear to God, in my eyes, 051 Melly, I never respected him. I'm not gonna lie. To me, he was like a goofy who thought he was doing too much. Like he did too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why he died, cause he overdid his part. Like, you know what I'm saying? Can't overdo your part in Chirac. Ain't nobody no super killer and you can't die. Everybody can die. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you overdo your part and you feel like somebody you not out here, they gonna take you out this shit.
You in that gym. Hey, this was crazy. Hey, now you know, now nigga Melly. Now he one of them niggas you could talk to, you know what I'm saying? You could talk to him cause he cool. And he got a little points whatever he did, you know? So it's okay. Now he tell me, I hired the nigga and shit. The nigga, I mean he did right now. But like, he tell me this when he's alive. He like, I knew you was gonna get out shorty. You lost your best friend. God had to let you out. You see what I'm saying? Like God, he owed you that.
Stop playing on me, man.
You got the balls to be yourself. That's why I like your bitch ass.
I'll always be myself.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Dude was hella turned. He was hella turned. And, you know, the last video, I said he was worse than Vine. Bruh, now that I see the whole shit, motherfucker broke it all the way down. And I'm seeing shit for what it is. That wasn't an understatement. It might be confirmed facts that this nigga worse than Vine. You know what I'm saying? It might be confirmed facts. I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. Fair? I think that's fair. Other than that, though, man, it's your boy Snort. It took me approximately 24 hours to record this video. Yeah, I'm gone.